Stop Crying Over Shit Men, episode 2. Last episode, we talked about boundaries, braving, what that is. This time, we need to talk about red flags, what they are, what they mean, how many times is too many second chances, how many chances should you give, and so on. I feel like red flags is a term that is now pretty loosely thrown around, but 10 years ago, it was not as popular of a word, and it meant specific things to look out for, not just like calling any type of behavior, oh, that's red flags. No, red flags stood for actual characteristics that you should avoid. And the more red flags someone has, the more likely someone is to end up being an abuser. So, don't come for me on these. These are things that I learned from a professional. Drug use, selling, using, distributing, anything to do with drugs. Steroids. Don't come for me on this one, but steroid use without a regulated physician and watching your hormones via blood work. Steroids don't make you an abuser, but they can make you more irrational with your rage. Serving jail time. Have you ever been in an abusive relationship? So have they hit a partner in the past? And typically, the more fixated they are on their outer appearance, so again, steroids, beefy muscles, tattoos, piercing, a lot of attention to their hair, their outfits, just dressing and looking like a douchebag and a fuckboy, oftentimes they are. My abuser, for example, he used to do cocaine, used steroids, had tattoos, was fixated on his appearance, i.e. the steroids, had previously abused a partner, hadn't gone to jail for it, didn't distribute drugs, but used. So he had quite a few of the red flags on the list, and he ended up being an abuser. And this isn't to say that you shouldn't give people a chance or benefit of the doubt. You know, like Mike, the situation, he used to do drugs and went to jail, and he is probably like the greatest, humblest man out there ever. So it's not to say that you shouldn't give people a chance. It depends how risky you want to get. So if you compare what you know about boundaries and braving, and look for people who have braving and avoid people who have red flags or a high accumulation of red flags, then hopefully you could avoid piece of shit men.